Hi everyone, I'm just making my tea and I thought that I would let you join me. This is something that we make a lot when I used to do youth club, and everyone used to love making it, so I thought I'd make a video so you guys can do it at home. So we're going to make a pasta bake. So I've put the oven on, I'll put it on I've got a gas oven, so I'll put it on gas mark 6-ish. Yeah, so do that before you start, just to heat it up, and then while you prep everything, it'll be getting nice and warm for you. So I'm going to show you now the ingredients that we need to make the pasta bake. So I've got some pasta, some dry pasta, just put it in there. Basically what you want to do is you just want to measure out a serving. So if you know that how much one person would eat, for example, then just put however many people are eating worth of pasta in there, if that makes any sense. And then I'm going to put in some tomato and garlic sauce, some peppers, onion, sweet corn, very lazy garlic, and some cheese. So I'm not going to cook anything first. Some people cook the pasta first, or they cook the veg and stuff first. I prefer not to. The pasta will cook in the oven. It's in there for quite a long time, and you put a lot of water in as well, so it will cook in there. And also the veggies cook in there too. I don't eat meat or anything like that, so I've kind of chosen my favourite vegetables. But you can put whatever you want in there. So if you want to put some meat in there, you can. You can make tuna pasta bake. Some people, well, there's loads of different varieties. And then put whatever vegetables you like in. So like I say, I've only chosen my favourite ones. But you can put courgettes in, you can put mushrooms in, whatever you want really. I just like a lot of garlic and a lot of onion and a lot of sweet corn. That's my favourite, and I just put peppers in to make me feel a bit better, and being a bit healthier. So we're going to start off by chopping the onion. This is obviously sharp, very sharp. So if you're going to do this, make sure you get some help if you need it. I'm going to dice it. I'm very messy, as anyone who's seen my desk knows. So I have to be... Just forgive me for the fact that everything will end up everywhere. So I'm going to dice the onion. I'll show you how to do the first half, and then I'll meet you back at the second. So I peel the top layer off, cut the end off. If you've ever cut an onion before, you might find that it's made you cry. So my top tip is avoid cutting this root, the hairy bit off if you can. That makes it a bit easier, and it doesn't make me cry as much if I cut that off. So then I cut it in half down the middle. So cut that end off, cut it in half down the middle, and then peel the top layer off. Some people, most people, just peel the skin off, but I do the layer as well. Right, so what we need to do is cut down this bit. So cut along here, so watch your fingers, because it's really easy to cut yourself. So be really careful. You want to cut all the way down until you reach the root like this, and then stop, and then pull it back out. And then you want to do it again a little bit higher up, again till you reach the root, and then stop, pull it back out, and then again if you can. Okay, and now we're going to cut lengthways, so like this, all the way down here. So this is going to help get that nice diced look going on. Hope you can all see. And by the way, this is making me cry. Oh, I've got my glasses on to protect me, but it's not protecting me. Okay, and then the last bit, we're going to chop downwards, so down here. Okay, And then we end up with little cubes like this. So again, be really careful with the knife. Obviously, they are sharp and I don't want anyone to hurt themselves. So, let me show you what we've got. So that should be what it looks like. So I'm going to do the other half now, and then I will meet you after I've done that. Right, I've cut my onions. I've had to have 5 minutes because my trick didn't work and I cried. But here's my onions chopped up, nice. Ready to go. So we're going to cut up the peppers. So people, your grown-ups at home might do this differently than I do. Like, people do it differently. But I'll just show you the way that I do it. So I cut the ends off like this. And then cut the middle out. So this bit's really, really tricky. I'm going to try and do it so you can see it on camera, which it makes it a bit trickier. So we just want to get rid of this middle section because it's got loads of seeds in. I'll show you in a minute. It might be worthwhile just getting some help for this part because sometimes I need help with it too. Right, so I'll show you why we're trying to get rid of the middle bit, because it's got loads and loads of like little seeds in. So we don't want to be eating them in our dinner, so we just take it out. Okay, so then we've got the pepper like this, so see through. So we're going to chop it up. So in a pasta bake, so I'll just cut it down the middle. I'm going to cut it into like slices, but in a pasta bake I like to have it in little chunks. Some people have it in slices, but so then I just cut up the slices just to make little bite-sized pieces. But be careful again, because obviously the knife is sharp. Just gonna finish this off. This is one of my favourite dinners, but for some reason I don't have it very often. I normally just used to have it at youth club, which might have tasted nicer because you guys made it instead of me. Who knows? Right, so I've chopped that up. So I'm going to put that in my little bowl as well. So then, I'm just going to put some sweet corn in. And then I've got this garlic, right? Anyone who knows me will know that I eat a lot of garlic. So the best way for me to do it is in this, because otherwise I would honestly put like the whole thing in one meal. So I've got this, but this is basically just the garlic already like cut up and crushed and stuff. So if you want to put garlic in it and you've got it in a clove, then I'll tell you what to do, and your grown-ups will know as well. But you just cut the ends off and take all the skin off the outside and then put it in like a little crusher thing. I've got one somewhere, I'll find it in a minute. And you crush it and then you've got your garlic. So when I put this in, you'll have to watch how much I put in because I love garlic. Okay, so I'm just going to get everything ready to go, and then I'll meet you back when it's time to put it together. Right guys, I'm ready to put it all together now. So I'm going to put in this tomato sauce first. So I'm just going to pour it in. Now, this is how we make the pasta cook. So what we need to do is fill up the jar up to the top of this label with water. So it doesn't matter if it's warm or cold. So top it up to the top of that label. Put the lid back on. Whew. And then give it a little shake. Careful it doesn't leak all over you. I've done this before and the lid wasn't on properly and I've got it all over myself. Right, so we're going to pour that back in. Looks lovely, doesn't it? Just basically want to make sure that there's enough to like cover it. if there isn't, just pop some more water in. Which it looks like there's not, so I'm going to put some more water in. So this is kind of play it by ear a bit. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit in. Turn the tap off. Mix it around. Doesn't need to be covering like the whole thing, as long as it's like mostly covering, which it's still not. So a bit more water in. That looks better. Okay. Let's put the rest of the stuff in and see how we get on. So the water basically is just going to make sure that the pasta cooks while it's in the oven. Okay, so next I'm going to put the garlic in. Now it's time for you to see how much garlic I use, which is a lot. So one tablespoon is like 1 clove, which is a little tiny bits. So I'm going to put like probably about 5 in. Maybe, no, 1 more, just a little bit more. I just don't want the vampires to get me. And then I'm going to put the peppers and onions that we chopped up in. Just going to sprinkle them on the top. Get the rest of them in. And I've got the sweet corn. I'm going to throw that in. And then we're going to mix it around. So we're going to just spread everything up around the whole dish. Ooh. It's hard to do this with one hand, with a camera in the other. I'm not sure whether it looks very nice at the moment. Hopefully it will at the end. Right. Now, we're going to add some cheese. I need both hands for this, so I'll meet you back. Hello again. While I've been gone, I've decided I'm going to put some chopped tomatoes in as well. So I'm just going to whack them in there. This is the thing, right? I end up doing all these, I say all of them, I've done one, but the cooking videos. And I'm not actually that good of a cook. So if you guys have got any tips for me, then please let me know. Because it's about time I got better. Right, so I'm going to sprinkle some cheese in. Now, I love cheese, so I'm going to put quite a bit in. I'm just guessing, like there's no measurements or anything like that. Just put what you like. So I'm going to mix this all in now. In the middle of it. And then it gets that nice stringy cheese. So this now is going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes. Then I'm going to get it out and I'm going to stir it around and make sure that it's cooking nicely. And then I'm going to put it in for another 20 minutes and then put some, put some more cheese on top as well. So yeah, I will meet you back after it's been in the oven for 20 minutes. Okay, bye. I've just got it out of the oven. It's very hot. Obviously, make sure you're wearing your oven gloves when you do it. So the pasta's still a bit hard, but that's fine because it's still got time to cook in there. So I'm just gonna mix it up again. Try and even it out again. Can you hear my cat in the background? And then I am going to sprinkle the top with some cheese. This is going to go nice and crispy. Tiny bit more. Right, that'll melt on the top. And stop bubbling. Okay, so we're going to put it in for another 20 minutes. I'll see you after. Guys, I've just got it out the oven and I've got to say, it's looking banging. Well, I think so anyway. So, just as a recap, so we put some dry pasta in, we put the sauce in and then filled it up with some water. I chucked some chopped tomatoes in, some onion, sweet corn, garlic, peppers and some cheese. Mixed it all up, put it in the oven for 20 minutes and let it cook. Took it out, mixed it around again and sprinkled some cheese on top and put it in the oven for another 20 minutes. So I hope you guys make it at home, and if you do, let me know. Send some videos, pictures, whatever you can. I'd love to see it. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.